currently 8:02 in the morning and I am getting ready for work, and I thought maybe you would want to come join me. I don't know. So I'm gonna just show you kind of like what I do in the morning when I have a little bit of time to like really have some like nice eyeshadow or like really fleeky eyeliner and stuff. So that's what I'm doing today. But first things first, just putting the hair up, getting it off my earring. Good enough. That was probably gross. Sorry guys. Sorry, my nose is itchy. So the first thing I'm gonna do is prime my face, and I'm using the Professional primer. I don't really know if I like this primer, but I know I like the smell. I've never had a primer that smelled this good. I normally get like cheaper eyeliners, or eyeliners and primers, and I don't know. It feels nice, but I don't know. I have really big pores on my face, like right here, and it's really hard to get those completely flat. Most of the time they're not, like 90% of the time they're not. And then I do have pores, like, I don't know, like over here it's weird. And it just rub that in. I like to pat it on. I don't know if that really does anything, but I would like to feel like it does. Now I'm moving on to eyeshadow in the Jaclyn Hill palette. Yeah, ignore the packaging of the Jaclyn Hill palette because it's rough. So here is what the Jaclyn Hill palette looks like. It's really nice. I really like it. Excuse me. First color I'm gonna go in with, well, actually I need to prime my eyes. Before we do anything, I need to prime my eyes. And normally when I prime my eyes, I just use concealer. Just a little bit of concealer on my eyes and then powder it down. Do a little bit of this. And then I just take my finger and blend it out. And I do that for both of my eyes. Because I do have some discoloration on my eyes, but it's not like terrible. And I don't know, I just never... I've used eyeshadow primers before, I just haven't found one that just like made the biggest difference, and I need it. And I never found like it made a difference or anything, like a crazy difference, so I never really felt like I needed it. But primer and stuff like that, I'm like, for my face, I need it in my life. So now I'm gonna go in with this color right here. Oh, my nose is itchy. I'm going on with a big fluffy brush, and then I'm just gonna put it up in the crease. My nose is so itchy for some reason. Ugh. Tap off the excess and then put it up in the crease and just blend it all out. Put it a little bit closer. And now I'm going to be taking a nice little blending brush. Hold on, I'll show you. Little brush like this. Now I'm going in with the next color, which is like a pukey color, and I really like this color. I think it's really nice. And then I'm gonna go in the same area, just a little lower. And I'm just gonna go from front to back, front to back, front to back. Making sure it's all nice and blended out before I move on to my next eyeshadow color. Now we're gonna go in with this color, which is like a little warm color, I don't know. And then I'm gonna focus that on the outer corner of my eye. building up slowly because it's easier to add more than to take away. In this color, I like to add just like one more darker color. Like this is like the one darker color. Just so it adds a lot of depth and dimension to the eyeshadow. And then with this, you can either add eyeliner, add a little bit of like a, I don't know, like a base color there, like a light color, like shimmery color. That's what I'm trying to say, shimmery. I go in with my Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm just going to take this nice little cream color right here. And then on a flat brush, on a flat brush. And I'm going to take a little bit, tap it off. And I'm just going to tap it on. Just so it's like bright and like very cohesive. And then we go back to that little fluffy brush and then just blend it out just a little bit more. Now we're gonna go in with eyeliner. Shadow eyeliner is the NYC liquid eyeliner. It looks like this. Just a little black brush. Just gonna do a little thin line. You don't want a thick line. You don't want to be thick like me. Anyways. Now I'm going to put on some mascara, and I'm using the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. You can use whatever mascara you want. It doesn't matter. Do whatever makes you feel happy. Alrighty. Okay, let's move on. Ooh, too close. Too far. Too close or too far? My double chin. Not too far. Okay, here's my face now. We already primed our face, so now we're going to move on to foundation. Foundation I'm using is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in shade 112 because I'm pale. Oh, sorry. I put a light layer on. I'm not trying to cake it up today. Not trying to have cake face today. Now we're going back to the same concealer. Oh, I didn't tell you before, but the concealer I'm using is Maybelline Maybelline Master Conceal or Master Cover or something like that. But it's in a different container, so I can use the little wand. And when I blend it out, I like to blend down, go back up, and then go out. Back down, back up, and back out. Just to get that really nice, flawless, blended out concealer. Then I'm going to take my Airspun loose powder and and translucent. I'm going to take my old beauty blender because I hate using my new beauty blender and powder because it just makes it like sticky and gross and I hate it. And I'm just going to start baking it. Now to the other eye. Oh, my foot's asleep. Yeah. also like to bake my nose a little bit because it gets super oily throughout the day. And I'm gonna have a long day today. And I have powder in my eye. Oh. Ew. I have a bruise on my leg. Or I think it's a bruise anyway. It could be doo-doo. I don't know. So now I'm going to take Rimmel. What is this? I don't have a lid for it, so that's why I keep forgetting what stuff is. This is the Stay Matte powder, and I load it up on a big old fat brush. And this is in 004 Sandstorm. And then I like to just dust it on the rest of my face. I really like to pack it on in the middle of my forehead because I get really oily there. And sometimes if I know I'm gonna have a long day like today, I'll just throw this brush and this in my purse and then just touch up later in the day because I get really oily on like my T-zone, but like the rest of my face is fine. And now I'm going to take a little brush like this. This is the e.l.f. blush brush, but I like it because it's like tapered and it fits really nicely under my eyes. My mom is so loud. And then sweep it off my nose and whatever extra powder I have on. And then before we move on to the rest of my face, I'm going to take a little flat brush like this. I don't know if you can tell what it looks like. It's just really flat. And I'm going to take the last two colors from what I did on the top of my eye. Sorry, does that make sense? I'm taking the last two colors that I used from the top of my eyelid. And I'm going to run that on the lower lash line. Not worrying if it's blended out because we will go back and blend it out. We're going to go back to the blending brush that we just had. This brush. And we're going to just blend it out a little bit. Now we're going to take this kind of brush. This is a smudge brush, but I don't know. It just looks fat like this. And we're going to take the Enlightened color of the... I just dug my nail into this eyeshadow. Do you see it? But anyway, I'm going to take this Enlightened color and put that on the inner corner of my eye just to brighten everything up. I like a really super bright inner corner. Now we're going to move on to brows. I'm using the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. This one. And this one is in shade Brunette. I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows right quick. I think that's about as good as it's gonna get, okay? My foot's asleep. Okay. Now for the rest of the face. Oh, look it. It's a nice chair. Hey, chair. It's Jadabug. How you doing? This is the butter bronzer and it smells like coconut and it smells really good. I'm not the biggest fan of coconuts. Coconut smell, coconut flavor, coconut texture, but this smells good. Now we're going to go with like a little flat, dense brush. We're just going to run it on your cheekbone, or the hollows of your cheeks, just a little bit. Just to like chisel the jaw, or chisel the cheekbones, I guess. Ooh, sorry. Then I just like to hit the jawline, just to keep everything nice and cohesive. And then I'm gonna tap the 4-head, 5-head, whatever you want to call it, head. And just do. And now I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette. And this one is Dulce de Leche. And I'm going to take the white side because obviously this is gone. Because it fell out of it. I dropped it. Sorry, I dropped this and it broke and then it fell out. And yeah. So we're just going to sweep that underneath my eyeball. Now for blush, I'm wearing the Wet n Wild Color Icon and Mellow Wine. It's a really beautiful color. I really love this color. And I'm taking a big old blush brush. This is the Real Techniques blush brush. And I just load it up a little bit. Like that. Tap it off. Blot it on the back of your hand. And then I go in with it. And when I am doing a very light hand, because I ain't trying to like extra blush, like we're not trying to go balls to the wall and blush, okay? But I like a little blush on there. Now we're going to highlight our faces. And I like to use the Swamp Queen palette and the highlighter shade. Just hit those cheekbones, girl. And then the tip of my nose and my Cupid's bow. Let's be honest. Normally I don't wear lipstick, so I'm not going to put any lipstick on, but I just wipe my lips off. So this is the final look. Just like a little cute moment, you know. So that's all for this. That's all for today. And if you like this video, please hit that like button. If you would like to subscribe, please hit that subscribe button. And if you have any suggestions of what you would like me to do next, please put in the comments down below, and I will try my best to make that happen. And I'll see you cats later. Bye. 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 Oh, my foot's still asleep. Okay.